Hey everyone, so I just saw this pop up on my news feed and I thought we would talk about it a little bit. DC Comics reportedly undergoing an overhaul under Warner Brothers Discovery. So, for those of you who are out of the loop on this, Discovery Entertainment has bought the Time Warner catalog. So, that puts them in ownership of DC Comics as well as HBO, Warner Brothers, all that good stuff. But this article focuses strictly on the DC Comics angle of it. So, this coming from comicbook.com. Newly minted Warner Brothers Discover is reportedly exploring overhauling DC Entertainment. The company behind DC Comics superheroes such as Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, and the Justice League. Variety reports multiple sources close to the situation state that Warner Brothers Discovery CEO David Zaslav, and I'm really sorry if I mispronounced that, is meeting with top executives to increase the profile of DC Entertainment while also bringing its comics, movies, TV shows, and video games into better alignment. Zaslav has reportedly met with different individuals to find someone to be a central voice and figurehead with its DC content, similar to how Kevin Feige oversees Marvel Studios. So, depending on who they're planning on inserting in that role, that could, be a light at the end of the tunnel. Now, we've been talking on this channel a lot how DC Comics is a raging dumpster fire, and a lot of people like to give me a lot of flack for that and argue back, but you don't overhaul things that are not raging dumpster fires. So this is kind of an acknowledgement that Discovery is looking at DC and realizes it's a mess, but at the same time, rather than dissolving the company or whatever, like a lot of people speculate, it looks like they're actually going to try to put a little effort into getting it back on track, which is, good for people who love comics like us. So I hope this is a good move. I really do. I don't know who they're talking to or who could possibly fit in the role, but I just hope it's somebody who can just focus on telling some good DC comic stories and maybe getting the DC brand just back to where it was, back to putting out some good comics, some entertaining stories, tight continuity, all the stuff that used to make DC great that it's lost over the years. And I don't know, maybe the days of me having to review Superman Son of Kal-El comics are going to be coming to an end, because I don't see a successful DC brand continuing putting out comics of that terrible caliber. But that being said, I want to know what you guys think. So let's talk in the comments below. Hit like, please like and subscribe to the video. I'm doing a drawing on this one, so I want to see if we can get up to 500 likes. So like and comment on this video when you see it. I'm going to be doing a drawing for a copy of my graphic novel. So if you want a free graphic novel sent to you, just like and comment on this. If we get up to 500, I'm going to go ahead and do the drawing and we will get this sent out. And I really appreciate you guys. This is a short video. There's not much to this article. This is really about it. But like I said, for those of us who love comics, this might be a small bit of actual welcome good news, because as we know, DC Comics has just been terrible lately, and we know there's an appetite for comic books out there. You can tell by the manga market. You can tell that the way that one manga comic can outsell the entire Western comic industry. And one of the top selling manga comics right now is My Hero Academia, which is a superhero comic. So right now, manga is doing superhero comics better than Marvel and DC, and that in and of itself has got to be the most telling sign of all, that these companies have gone far off base, and they just need to try to find a way home, and maybe something like this will be a beacon to that, because you always got to think healthy competition breeds better results. So if DC Comics can find its way back into the good graces and figures out how to make good comics again, Marvel is going to have no choice but to try to keep up. So the best days of Marvel and DC are when both studios are firing on all cylinders, and maybe this is the beginning of getting back to that. Or maybe they're just going to put some clown in charge and he's just going to keep him going down the road to ruin. So we'll find out. We'll talk below. I'm going to go ahead and end this video nice and short, just a quick bit of news from today. So I'll talk to you guys on the next one. See you then. Bye.